When you hear the words Black Friday, what happens in your body? I'll be honest. For me, it's not excitement, it's stress, it's pressure. It's this feeling like I should be chasing deals or I'm somehow missing out if I don't. And here's the funny part. I just booked my tickets to Japan before Black Friday. Like literally the weekend before so many of the big companies started their official sales. And guess what? My tickets were cheaper by a few $100s. And yes, my husband was right. He followed his gut feeling and his logical mind and said, let's just book now. This whole Black Friday thing is not always what it looks like. So that really got me thinking. Is Black Friday actually worth it? Not just in terms of money, but in terms of our energy, our focus, our flow state. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nasreen, Canada chapter head for Japan Reiki Association and owner of Japan Reiki Studio in Toronto. This channel is usually about Reiki, energy healing, living, me first with a smile, and discovering who you really are under all the noise. But this week, I just want to bring you into what's actually on my mind. Your flow state, your ability to focus on what's truly important to you, especially in a season that's designed to pull you in 1,000 directions. So, normally, when you come to this channel, we're talking about Reiki healing, self awareness, and practical ways to put me first with a smile into your daily life. Today is still very much about that, but through a slightly different doorway. Black Friday, holidays, sales, and this pressure to always be on, always buying, always doing. I want to talk about the difference between two states that I see all the time. Your flow state and what I like to call your FOMO state. Flow state is when you're present, you're focused, you feel aligned. Time kind of disappears and there's a calm confidence underneath everything. FOMO state is the opposite. It's rushed, it's comparing yourself with others, it's scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's feeling like if I don't buy this now, if I don't say yes now, I'm going to regret it. And here's the thing. We talk so much about saving money with these sales, but I feel like we don't talk enough about saving our energy because it's your energy that you use to create your life, not your coupons, not your discount codes, your energy. Over the last few days, I've been in such a deep flow state with something I've been nurturing for a long time. I've been finishing and finalizing the MeFirst Oracle deck set. I was so focused, so aligned. Time just disappeared. I'd look up and suddenly an hour was gone, but my body felt so good. My mind felt clear, and I could feel that, yes, this is exactly what I'm meant to be doing right now. That, for me, is flow state. And then this morning, I hit send. The whole deck, all the pieces, all off to the printers. And I actually felt a little lost. Like, okay, now what? My focus had been so wrapped up in bringing this Oracle deck, and when it left my hands, there was this moment of emptiness. And you might relate. Maybe after you finish a big project or organize a big event, or even after the holidays are over, there's all this built up and then quiet. And what's funny is, I didn't really feel back in flow until I sat down to record this video for you. So flow isn't just about having a big, exciting project. It's about connecting to what matters in this moment right now. Sometimes that's a huge creative project. Sometimes it's simply being here talking to you, sipping your tea, being honest about how you feel. And sometimes, let's be real, the thing that pulls us out of flow the fastest is something as simple as social media. For me, social media is a big one. I can be in a beautiful flow working on something I love, and then one notification pops up, and suddenly I'm scrolling, comparing, second guessing, thinking, should I be doing that? Should I be buying that? Should I be offering that? And it's the same with sales, especially Black Friday. We are bombarded with last chance and only 2 hours left and biggest sale of the year. And our nervous system goes into this subtle panic. If I don't jump now, I'm losing something. But are we? I mean, look at my Japan tickets. I booked before the sale and saved a few $100s. My husband, with his gut and his logic, was like, yeah, I don't think this magical Black Friday discount is guaranteed. So it's not always a real deal. Sometimes it's just very loud marketing. Now, I want to be fair because this is important. Not everyone is out to get you. Not every sale is dark or manipulative. There are also people, companies, organizations that genuinely structure their offers to support your energy. Here in Toronto, there's this beautiful local Reiki shop called Moonflower Reiki. They do something called a Light Friday sale. And if you know, you know. Hannah, the owner, is an amazing soul. The energy of that is completely different. It's not how much can we squeeze out of people. It's more like how can we make healing and support more accessible right now. So the issue isn't whether sales are good or bad. The real question is this aligned with my energy? Is this actually supporting my flow state or is it dragging me into FOMO? And to answer that, we need something very simple but very powerful: self awareness, knowing yourself. And this is where Reiki and really any mindful practice becomes such a gift. One of the simplest ways I like to explain Reiki in this context is this: when you breathe in Reiki, even for a moment, you bring your attention back to you. You're not thinking about 10 sales, 15 notifications, and 20 people's expectations. You're just here, breathing, feeling, receiving. And from that place, it's so much easier to see what actually matters to you. One of my Reiki Level 1 students emailed me recently and said something that made me smile so much. She said she feels less irritable since taking the course. She's more aware of her feelings, of her state. And because of that, she's finally been able to say no to certain things that used to feel impossible. She gave this example. There's an aunt who often invites her out, but only so my student can carry her bags and pay for things. And before Reiki, saying no to that felt very, very hard. There's guilt, there's obligation, there's all the family stuff. But now, because she's spending time with herself, because she's aware of her own energy, she can feel this doesn't serve me. This is not a loving yes. So she's able to say no gently, clearly. That's flow state in real life. It's not just sitting on a cushion perfectly zen. It's making small, honest decisions that respect your energy. And that's really what MeFirst with a Smile is about. It's not selfish. It's not me first and everyone else can suffer. It's I know myself. I respect my energy. And from that place, I'm actually more available to love and support others. So let's bring this into some practical, doable things you can try this week. You don't need to be a Reiki practitioner to do these. And if you are a practitioner, you can absolutely bring Reiki into these moments to deepen them. The first one is what I call the holiday purchase pause. Before you buy something this season, especially when it's on sale, take a tiny pause and ask yourself 3 questions. Am I buying this because I truly need it or deeply want it, or because it's on sale and I feel pressured? Will this still feel right in January when all the decorations are gone and the hype has calmed down? Does this support my peace, my values, and the kind of life I'm creating? You don't have to turn this into a big ritual. If you don't practice Reiki, just put a hand on your heart, take one slow breath, and answer honestly. If you do practice Reiki, you can place one hand on your heart and one on your tanden, your lower abdomen. Invite Reiki to flow and let your body answer with a yes or a no. That tiny pause can save you money, yes, but more importantly, it protects your flow. The second step is to give yourself permission to say one loving no that protects your energy. Just one. It might be saying no to a get together that you already know will drain you. You know the ones I mean. You go because you feel you should, and you come home exhausted, irritated, and maybe even resentful. Remember my student and her aunt? She realized I'm not actually going because I want to connect. I keep going, but I leave feeling used, and I'm tired of being the bag carrier in the wallet. Her Reiki practice helped her become aware of that. And awareness gave her the strength to say no, not this time. So this week, ask yourself, what is the one no I can say that will protect my flow state? It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be rude. It can be a calm, kind, clear no. And that is a beautiful expression of me first with a smile. And the third step is to create a very simple morning me first ritual. For me, it's my morning chai and a good breakfast. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to be half standing at the counter, scrolling on my phone, shoving food into my mouth. I want to sit, taste my chai, feel my body, and just be with myself for a few moments. This is my little daily reminder. I matter. My energy matters. I come first with a smile. For you, it might look a little different. It could be sitting quietly for 3 minutes before everyone else wakes up, doing a gentle stretch and taking 5 deep breaths. Writing down one thing you're grateful for and one thing you want to focus on that day. If you are a Reiki practitioner, this is a beautiful time to place your hands wherever you feel called, heart, head, belly, and invite Reiki to flow for a few minutes. If you're not a practitioner, your breath and your attention are already powerful medicine. These may seem like small things, but they are powerful signals to your whole system that say, I know myself, I'm listening to myself, and I choose my flow over FOMO. So, as we move through Black Friday, Light Friday, holiday sales, and all the noise, remember, it's not about never buying anything. It's about knowing yourself, not the version of you that other people think they know, not the version that's always performing, always saying yes, always trying to keep everyone happy, but you. The you that you meet in those quiet moments with your chai. The you that shows up when you place your hands on your heart and just breathe. When you know yourself. Me first with a smile becomes natural. Your yes is real. Your no is real. Your flow state becomes easier to access even in busy, noisy seasons. I'd really love to hear from you in the comments. What pulls you out of your flow state the most? And what is the one small me first with a smile action you're going to try this week? Maybe a holiday purchase pause, a loving no, or a tiny morning ritual? If you want to go deeper into this kind of work with me, you're warmly invited to join the Me First Club, our YouTube membership. Inside, we talk more personally about these themes, and you get extra support to really live Me First with a smile in your everyday life. And make sure you are subscribed because next week I'll be sharing a special video where I send Reiki as I guide you into your flow state so you can feel this, not just think about it. Until then, me first with a smile. And I'll see you in the next video.